All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another market and trade review. Happy President's Day. Market was closed today, so we didn't put anything out yesterday. I hope you all enjoyed the day off if you had it off, or if you worked like me. Hope it was a nice, quiet Monday for you. Remember, in the description of each of these videos, there is a link. That's what I'm going for. Go ahead and click on that. Get some free stock there if you sign up for Webull. If you don't already have a Webull account like I do, that you can use that link. We both get free shares. It's awesome. Right now you can get shares of Ford, Apple, Tesla, Amazon. And so you can get up to $3,000 worth of free shares if you go use that link. So check it out. Hit that like and subscribe, and let's jump into it today. Starting with NVDA. And the reason for that, there is some serious NVIDIA earnings coming our way. So if we take a look at the last few times that NVIDIA has had earnings, right, this has been where people have made a lot of their money. And it started way back in here, right? This earnings beat in here, we went from, it doesn't look like a lot, but it was. We went from 313 to 398, 399, almost $100 move on these NVIDIA earnings. The next earnings, right, was in here. We had another beat. We went up, and then the next day, that's a range over the 2 days of 449 to 501, so $50 range. Then the earnings prior after that, right? We came down on these earnings. A lot didn't happen. And now we're expecting a 12% implied move, right? Which is big time on NVIDIA earnings. The question is, where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Are we going up or are we going down from here, right? The market, like I said on Thursday of last week, starting to feel like there's a little bit of exhaustion. Maybe. Who knows, right? Anything can happen. We got to trade accordingly. But starting to feel like, yeah, we got these 2 red days in a row on NVIDIA. We tried to push back up and break. We were hitting new all-time highs almost every day, and we couldn't do it. And we got this a little bit of a flag in here, but it's nothing pretty, right? Because this was it technically a lower low? Let's see. This is 320, the low, 725.01, and this is 724. So by $1, but in NVIDIA's case, it's about the same the way this thing moves. So we'll see what happens there on NVIDIA earnings, and if it goes right, it's going to pull everything with it. Let's take away the barcode here. SPY, we get an EMA test off of this and go. If it's positive earnings beat, that's on Wednesday, not tomorrow. I apologize for the NVIDIA earnings. Wednesday. And it could go. So I'm expecting tomorrow to be kind of a flat day, maybe a run up for NVIDIA earnings. Qs as well, big, bearish engulfing. Apple looks really heavy, coming down to test the 200 EMA. We're going to skip Tesla because we'll come back to that. Microsoft looks really heavy. Amazon, not quite as much, but let's see what else. There was another one. Google. Google looks really heavy, right? What happened to our chart? Oh, there it is on Google. Look at this pendant dropping, right? And I think that's worth going back to the Qs for that. And Amazon in here. So Google looking really heavy. We'll see what happens with all these names, right? If NVIDIA goes, then everything goes. And we saw a big downturn of SMCI, massive candle, over $200 move on SMCI. So congratulations to the shorts on this. This was insane, right? We topped at 1,000, came down hard. Do we get a bounce? If NVIDIA goes, right, then this will come back with a vengeance, and you're going to want to play options on that for sure. So that's that one there. And back to the watch list. Let's take a look. Also, Adobe got hit really hard. Where's Adobe? Here it is. On the same thing. Adobe's coming down possibly to test 200 EMAs, and the support in here that took a while for us to break out of in this range, and we're now back in it. So looking for a bounce potentially out of Adobe if things get going. All right, it's all going to depend on NVIDIA and what happens. Who knows? They might have another earnings beat. It just almost seems too good to be true is the reason that all this sentiment is there. Bitcoin is flagging on the daily, while Coinbase takes a big rejection hit off of this 193.64 level, 192.80 level that we have, and that is based on the weekly chart coming into this shelf in here, right? And on the daily, we have the top of the volume profile. We'll see where it goes. Interesting, Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin can get above 53K, I saw there's a ton of short liquidation that's gonna have to happen. So that'll be a big day for MicroStrategy, for all the coin names. Palantir remains strong. It's flagging up here, right? Bit of a red day. on Friday. And like we had mentioned, right, getting above 30, 28, 29, 30 is going to be real tough for Palantir, right? That's a level of major consolidation in here that it held for a long time and then failed and broke down. And we've had this since, the beginning of 2021. All the way back in here is this range. That's where we are. So we'll see what Palantir can do. I really like Robinhood, not to trade on, but the stock, right? This is starting to look good for me. On the weekly, we're coming up and we've broken above this range that we've been in forever. The last time we were up there was at $16, and that was all the way back in 2022, a little bit after open. On the daily, it looks real strong. We're above this resistance here. It is now support. I like this. It could go. It could really, really go. There's a lot of shorts in Robinhood, and as the further this goes up, the more people get underwater. And if we get it over here, we're really, really messing with fire. So it could be fun to play that. A couple interesting ones that I went through a lot of stocks over the weekend to see some different things I wanted to show you guys. ARM is one of them here. Right, we've had these massive green days, and then we came back down, and we are holding in here in a bit of a, it's not really a flag, but we do have this volume shelf right here that is really interesting, and we're holding above it. So, this could be a bit of a launch pad if we get above it right here, above this 137 again, this resistance. Really like that. ARM could go. Maybe it's consolidating to go to new all-time highs, right? Jake was talking a little bit about that. Check that out on Twitter. And then taking a look at, there's three names, Enphase Energy, which I haven't traded in a long time. But interestingly enough, it's coming up to test this level right in here for the 1, 2, 3, third time since midway 2023. Can we break it? Is this one that goes? Or do we come back down? Is this something of a W pattern? 1, 2, 3, gone, right? Oh, we don't want to stay in. Let's see. Where's the drawing tool? Where's the drawing tool? Is it? No. Drawing tool right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Is that what we're doing? I don't know. We'll see. Interesting to watch. So we'll keep an eye on Enphase. Also keeping an eye on, and I'm sad that we missed this. That's on me. DraftKings, which has been doing great. And so on the weekly, we drew a little channel here. We based out. There are a lot of names right now, as I was going through my watch list, that are down to these pre-COVID lows again. Now it's going to be kind of the telltale sign, which ones hold and can they bounce from here and rebound, or do we just see them fall off the map, right? DraftKings up here, and now at the bottom of this range in here, which is really interesting. If we continue with strength, I think this keeps going. We got a really good reaction on earnings. They tried to sell it off, got bought right back up from this support here. So watching that definitely. CCJ, uranium, as war keeps going, right? It's always worth watching the uranium sector, and it's gotten beaten up real bad in the back of the support. Could be a good opportunity for a bounce after rejection from this double top up in here. And the last name that I want to look at, which I have added to my watch list, so we'll just go ahead and grab it from here, is JFrog. I haven't traded JFrog in a long time, and I'm sad that I missed this. Look at this. Big moves up on the weekly, right? We get above the 200 EMA and pop up with strength, as happens so many times with stocks, right? And we're coming into this range that was traded for a long time back in early 2021, mid-early 2021. On the daily, right? This is an earnings beat, gap up, and then we came back down. Are we gonna hold this? We'll see. So I have JFrog on watch. The options for JFrog probably are starting to pick up after this earnings beat. That's worth doing, right? We trade all options here. That's what I trade, not a lot of shares in my accounts aside from like my long-term stuff, right? Where I'm just buying shares. So that's what we're looking at for the market this week. There is a lot to watch. It's gonna really, the story is gonna be written after NVDA reports earnings, right? SoFi. Kathy Wood bought a ton of SoFi. Yeah. Look at this. 107.5 million worth of shares. Interesting. And this is one that's been consolidating for a long time. FinTwit loves SoFi. I don't know why. You know, they're a financial services company. Student loans, home loans. Yeah. I don't know. Something about JFrog. Sorry, I'm bouncing all over the place. Their balance sheet looks really good. I took a long time looking at their balance sheet, and they're slowly on the road to becoming, on their income statement, to being profitable as far as their operating income is concerned. So I'm watching that, right? Their net income slowly getting better. Was 20 million, 22, 19, right? 19, 22, 23, 23. Then we start to see this decline, steady decline. 15, 13, 11, from 18. It's interesting. So watching JFrog, there might be a long-term buy and hold too. See what they can do. They're ranked like 63 in the sector. So watching that. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. If you have questions about the stock market, you want me to review and chart a certain stock, go ahead and leave it in the description for me. I'd be happy to take a look at it, let you know what I think about it. Again, the link for free stock is in the description of this video. And that's it. Remember, if your goals and dreams don't scare you, probably not big enough. See you guys tomorrow.